A lot of tips about a career field that you may want to be considering. And today we're going to look around her rig, and I am just so impressed with her fifth wheel. So say hi, Ashley.
Hi.
And you decided you were a speech therapist
Yes.
traveling,
Yeah.
and you decided that as a traveler you could be in a motel if you wanted.
Yes, you can be in a motel. You don't even need to be in an RV to travel.
So you had a lot of choices on where you lived as a travel therapist. Why did you choose an RV?
Well, when you rent a room from Craigslist or find a long-term stay motel, like a 3-month contract or a 6-month contract, you have to basically bring everything you own with you in your car, and then you don't know what kind of quality it is. So if you're at a motel, you know, might it have roaches or bed bugs or something like that, or might you be and have to have roommates and you don't know them, and it can be a little awkward. So, you know, not that I'm afraid of any of that, I just found it convenient to have my own bathroom and my own kitchen and my own bed
to sleep in.
my own bed to sleep in, and it's the biggest bed I've ever owned and it's the most comfortable bed I've ever slept in my life, so it's worked out really well.
So you have no regrets about being in an RV?
No, I think I picked for what I need, staying 13 weeks at a time and then moving. A fifth wheel is a good option. Yeah.
And so tell us about this one.
Sure.
What brand name?
It's a 2006 Coachman Chaparral. They still make them to this day, I believe, just with different models and things like that. This was 10 years old when I bought it. It's a 2006, and I bought it for $12,999.
Seems like a good price.
Yep, I thought it was a good price considering the condition, and nothing has gone wrong with it at all. So it's been great. I bought it from a dealer. You might be able to get a little bit of a better rate if you buy it from an individual. It's 33 feet long, with 30 feet of indoor living space. Before I purchased an RV and a truck, the biggest thing I'd ever driven in my life was a Toyota Camry, a 1996 Toyota Camry. So I just jumped into it, and I didn't know how to drive it. I didn't know how to back it up. I had never even driven a truck before, but I just did it, and it's been fine. Backing up, this site was a little tricky to back into, but the campground owners guided me and helped me level, and it was fine. I pay here at the campground, I pay $475 a month, including electricity.
Which I am blown away by, because this is a gorgeous campground.
Yeah, very pretty. Yeah, it's the one I stayed in before was more like a parking lot, and I paid about the same rate. It was right off of I-95, and it was only 5 minutes away from my job, so super good commute. But it was a parking lot, one on top of the other. This one is so much better. So everything, I haven't replaced anything. I mean, everything is how I bought it. I bought this for a table and extra storage. It lifts up like that, and I sit at my couch and can use it as a desk or something. So I did buy this from Bed Bath & Beyond, I think. Other than that, all the furniture came with it. It's all original. And this is a 10-year-old RV, and I don't think anyone had ever even used it more than a weekend in its whole life. And the reason, you know, I think I can even go smaller than this. If you're one person, I think you might be able to go smaller, because half my cabinets are empty. I really don't use all the storage space. Tons of storage, in my opinion, and these are solid wood oak. I mean, you know, it's not cheap plastic vinyl weird stuff. So
no,
yeah.
So many RVs today are made just crap thrown together, and this is not.
Yeah,
I love the back. The 2 chairs, the big windows everywhere.
Yeah, tons of light. Usually if you're up to a gorgeous view, it can be nice to look out. I use the dinette, and there's storage below here, mostly empty. I have some wrapping paper and a rug, but storage under both of those, and this turns into a bed. The couch also is a fold-out bed, a pull-out bed. So it can sleep 1, 2, 3, sleep about 5, maybe 6 if you can fit 2 people on the dinette bed. I don't love the dinette, but I'm not going to change it. I sit at it, it works, it's fine. I just don't need so much storage, and I'm only one person. I don't really need the bed that it makes into. It is good for eating and watching TV if I have a cable hookup, which I do here, included in my price. And then, you know, there's storage everywhere up above. I mean, up above, down below, no problems.
Speaking of up above,
Yeah.
one thing about these fifth wheels, there's no lack of ceiling space.
Yeah, I stand on my top step and I can't reach the ceiling. So it makes it feel, even though it's not much square footage, the high ceiling, when you walk into a comparable travel trailer, there's really no comparison in how it feels. This is open and the ceiling is high, so it's nice.
And that slide with windows in every inch of it is just amazing.
Yep. And kitchen.
Nice big kitchen.
Yeah, really big. The fridge is usually empty half the time. I really don't need this big of a fridge, but if you want me to open it, I can. It's just a fridge. Fridge and freezer, they work great. And then, you know, cabinets that are pretty deep.
Nice pantry.
Yeah, pantry and, you know, tons of space. This is honestly a bigger kitchen than I had in my old apartment. So everything, it's just laid out nicely. It's a smaller floor plan, but there's just not wasted space where you're walking from room to room. It's just all compact, but it's exactly what I need.
Yeah, everything you could possibly want is in here.
Yeah, definitely. All right, we can go to the wherever you want to.
No, we can go right up into the kitchen. I'll just get a last shot here. Nice. Well, a pretty good amount of cabinet space.
Yeah, so this is one of the bigger sinks you'll see in an RV.
Yes.
There's two of them with cutting boards that go on top. I have an extra one because that's just how I like it. The cabinets lift up and then come out.
Right, latch.
Yep.
So they're not rolling around in the drive.
Yeah. I've had no problems. I've moved this RV in the past year. I've moved it maybe 10 times, and nothing has ever fallen or gotten knocked or come off of anything. Everything's been stable, so it's pretty easy. Mm-hmm.
It's amazing. This really is a gorgeous home. And the standard kind of in the sky bedroom.
Yeah.
You walk through bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Huge closet
Yeah,
and
huge.
storage space everywhere. The double slides really open these up.
Yeah. Yep. So this is a slide. So when it comes in, the bed gets pushed against here. So if there's anything you need out of here, you got to get it before you move. Yeah. I have a printer. I have a second TV. I mean, I don't ever use it because it's more than I need, but I thought I would want it, and I just don't even use it. I have more than I need. So,
right.
Yeah. I mean, seriously, storage everywhere. I mean, this is it's pretty huge. It goes all the way back there with like shoe storage.
Oh, wow. Yeah, there's not just clothes.
Shoes, and it's not super good lighting in there.
No. Well,
but it's all right. Yeah,
and then see, that's all that counts.
And then don't forget the hidden storage.
Of course, yeah, under the bed.
Under the bed. So, you know, I have extra there.
Bedding and just things.
Bedding and blankets and extra sheets and stuff. It's tons. And then, you know, vents, and it's not fancy. There's nothing electronic, and I don't have solar. I don't have a generator. I need to be hooked up to a campground, to full hookups. But since I'm here for 3 months at a time, you know, I hook up once and that's fine. You know, it's not a problem for me at all.
Mm-hmm.
And I have air conditioning all the time. Got my fans, lights. I mean, abundance of lights.
It is very well lit.
Yeah. So, yeah.
And a huge bathroom.
Yeah. The bathroom.
One of the larger bathrooms.
Yeah.
For not a huge trailer.
Yeah. So the layout of it is. It's kind of weird compared to a house, right? Because you don't usually walk through a bathroom to get to your bedroom.
Right.
But for an RV, it's super functional because I mean, when my mom is here, my mom stayed with me for a month. This door closes, and it's a separate room in here.
Right.
So you can go to the bathroom and get changed, and they can be down there.
Right.
Or, I mean, you can even block it off this way with this accordion door.
Mm-hmm.
comes on the track. So you can have your own big bathroom here.
You can conceal it.
You can conceal it. I don't, because who's looking at me? No one.
Just you.
Yeah, a separate toilet area. You can poke around in there if you want. I have a fly catcher thing. Storage on every wall. And if you're on the toilet, you can hear the TV really well.
I bet you can. No.
It's the best seat in the house. And, you know, I do have a black tank. I don't use any fancy composting toilet or anything. I just use the standard RV features it came with.
Right.
For when I don't have cable, there is an antenna. You just crank it up and get the over-the-air channels. I've gotten up to like 30 channels before when I haven't had cable. And then the shower is what kind of sold me. Some RV showers are so tiny. This, you can, I mean, there's a skylight. I'm reaching my hand all the way up. And then there's room. I mean, it's a corner shower, so I could almost do jumping jacks in here.
Right.
And there's little shelving built in. It's
a
fully functional.
Fully functional, really nice shower.
Yep.
And just a standard sink and...
Yeah, I mean, medicine cabinet and... So this is a 33 foot. It weighs about 8,000 pounds, which is not super heavy compared to some. But I do have a 3/4 ton. It's a diesel. Well, let me just say the whole thing, I guess. It's a Ford F-250 diesel 3/4 ton truck.
Right.
I don't have it here with me because I swapped with my mom. I have a Toyota Camry right now because I do a lot of driving and I don't have to move my trailer for 3 months. When I got to Arizona, I'm going to be using my truck as my daily driver. The truck does get about 19 miles per gallon.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Towing this trailer, my truck gets just around 12 to 13 miles per gallon.
Which is good.
Which is good. And then without it, it gets, on a good highway, it gets around 19 miles per gallon. So it's as far as RVs go, that's pretty high.
That's as good as it gets.
Yeah, that's pretty much as good as it gets. So yeah, so I have a yoga mat. I do yoga in here. I have a jump rope. I don't do jump rope in here because it would shake, but I do it outside. And I have some stretchy bands, and you know, so I can work out in here.
Just really nice. I mean, you're lacking for nothing.
Yeah.
This is nicer than in any apartment I've ever lived in.
Yeah.
That was just 4 white walls.
Yeah, nicer. I mean, it feels like home to me. And I wasn't sure if I would. The systems are a little different, right? You got to get your propane bottles. But like one thing of propane in the warm summer months, it cost about $25 to fill my 30-gallon propane tank, and I have 2 of them on board. So $30, and that will last me about 4 months in the summer, just for light cooking. I have an oven. I do use my oven. The oven works fabulously. I bake brownies and cookies and whatever. In the winter, I was in North Carolina for a little bit in the winter, and I was having to refill my propane tank, like one propane tank every about 3 days when I was running my furnace. So it does get expensive in the winter with propane, but that's not unique to this rig. That's any furnace with an RV.
Yeah.
But the furnace works perfect, and it kept me nice and toasty. So, you know, for me, that was a small price to pay to be warm.
Well, Ashley, thank you so much for sharing your home with us. It is just fabulous. I mean, it really is a gorgeous, gorgeous home.
Thank you.
I think you've given a lot of people a lot to think about with your work as a speech therapist, traveling speech therapist, and your beautiful home. Thank you so much for sharing your life with us.
Well, thank you so much, Bob, for coming, and I hope to be at the RTR. Fingers crossed that I can get my job in Arizona and head on out there for the winter. So
I'm sure you can. So thank you, folks, for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, like us on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, and we'll talk to you later.